What's good? It's your boy Niche Falcon, aka Niche Nancy, aka Niche Noodles. Hit you and your oodles. Be back with another one. So today we just gonna be talking about uh Gilbert Arenas, Gills Arena, Underdog Fantasy situation. Is he still gonna keep the show? Is he gonna start his own show? Is he still a part of the arena? So you noticed after the situation with the gambling indictment and investigation that they separated, went to a new studio, and they had changed the name from Gills Arena to the Arena. And I think Underdog Fantasy owns the channel for the Arena, which was formerly known as Gills Arena, and they changed the name. So we're just finding we're gonna get into this. See, like, if Gilbert Arena is still a part of the show. Does he still own the show? I know that he formerly talked that Underdog Fantasy actually owns the rights to the show and the rights to the original channel and things like that. So let's see what happens.
I sold the channel, not the show.
You see, he said he sold the channel, not the show. And do I think that's worth it? Maybe short term it could be worth it depending on how much they pay you. Cause say if you I don't know, say if you off the channel you're making, let's say 10 bands a month or something like that. You're not gonna hit $1 million till like years. You know what I mean? Say you're making 10 bands a month, you're gonna make like 120,000 a year. So you're gonna hit like $1 million in about 8 years or something like that. If they pay you a couple of million, like 2 to 5 million up front for the channel, it could be worth it. That's why I feel like, people always praise this ownership thing. I get it, but a new channel can always be made, especially when you someone like Gilbert Arenas that already has a following and things like that. You'll make money right away from any new channel you start.
There's a channel. I think people usually purposely not hear. I think I said this like a couple months ago that my contract is up this year, and then after my contract's up, I will own the name of my show. I thought I said that, and I think nobody wanted to listen. I did 50-50 ownerships to get the foundation because I had no idea what it took to run shows. So
And I feel like, you see, saying something like that, 50-50 ownership, it could be good. But like people beast over the ownership. I feel like they beast over the ownership because they have not been offered millions of dollars for anything they own. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is about money. This is a business. You know what I'm saying? If someone pays you out a certain amount of money, where it would take you years to make the money, you might as well take the payout. That's how I see it. And if it's 50-50 ownership, I felt like he didn't have to put money up for the cameras, the studio, it was just in his house. And now they moved it from his house somewhere else. And he didn't have to pay for all of that equipment. You know what I'm saying? So
now I understand how to run shows. So I don't need to do 50-50s no more. That's it. There's nothing, It's called growth.
Tell Monday what you need. We're creating an agent and naming him Tony. Now let's give him context. I'm giving
back at everybody who was clowning him for having Underdog being 50-50 partners with his show Gills Arena. Gilbert Arenas is finally responding to the noise and saying that he now has 100% ownership of the Gills Arena name. And he's saying he's going to start another show if Underdog doesn't come right with a contract that he wants to start back with the new show, The Arena, with Skip Bayless, Kenyon Martin, and his former cast and crew. So So remember, I did the video highlighting how Kwame Brown was warning Gilbert Arenas about what Underdog was going to do to him, right?
Never know smoke, Kwame. Why you lying to
All
these
right.
people, Kwame?
Okay, so tell me the time you offered me half of Gills Arena.
See, there you go, Kwame. Was it called Gills Arena when I offered to you? Remember we was talking about the beef channel or the YouTube beef what was that I was saying? The beef thing, that beef thing idea.
You was talking
And
about
you
a
were
roast. You was talking about a roast,
yeah, you
starting a
remember it was
roast league.
it was the roast league. I was trying to do the roast league and
The roast league. Mm. It's been done before. Yeah, they have channels like that, but it's for comedians. I feel like those type of channels, like I feel like since they're such a niche, they'll have like their day in the sun. They be hot for a little while and then they fade away.
and we was gonna go 50-50. You forgot about that?
So I should do a roast league with somebody that's on Tommy Sotomayor page, telling people how to steal my intellectual property, and like you just gave away, and calling my mother a prostitute. I was supposed to do a show with you.
Okay, so
Why did you give up 50% of Gills?
same original concept I gave you. Now again, the page that Gills Arena, the show is on today, was the page I stopped using in 2018. I was no longer using that page. So when you was asking me what page, I said it could be on your page or we can start a new page. Because that page wasn't, oh, you're just trying to steal my followers. You're just trying to steal my followers. You don't remember none of that, Kwame?
So I think you're trying to defend this lie so much that you won't answer. Why did you give up
So
50% of Gills Arena?
so let me ask you
You bought
something.
ownership. Why didn't you keep the ownership?
What can I ask you? If I'm using the page Gills Arena's on, what was the original name of it then, Kwame? I'm beefing with you. I'm beefing with you, right? What page am I using to beef with you? If I have
Did
my
you
own channel,
listen? At one point, did you own 100% of Gills that channel? No Chill Gills, whatever it
100%
was?
of the original, so we can get it clear, so I can explain it to you. It was my
You own 100%
original.
of it.
Yes, it was my original channel, no chill Gil.
Okay.
I stopped using that channel in 2018 because I went to linear TV with Fubo. So from 2018 to 2022, I never posted anything on that channel. It was
We
done.
love and appreciate y'all, right?
Hey man, listen, listen, Joe. Listen.
The thing I don't understand is why do people care so much about him like selling the channel? Like people act like YouTube channels are a building. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if it's like a physical type of. You can always build your following back. That's how I see it. And you can always build your following back, and then you're already famous. It's not like he's starting from ground zero. Say if he loses another channel, his other channel, where he has a channel where it's just him, right? Say if he loses that, he can start it again. It's on the internet. It's not physical, and yeah, digital media is very important and stuff like that. But bro, if someone gives me a certain good amount of money to sell a channel, I'm selling it, bro. It's like to start it over again because it's like a lump sum of money at one time that'll take you years to make if you just own the channel, like, and you gotta put in more work. Now you can still keep putting in work, and then you just got a lump sum of money for something you created and worked on just by talking and giving your opinions and ideas and things. Like I don't know, to me, it's good business. It's just like where artists sell a catalog, right? All right, artists could sell like artists will sell a catalog for like $100 million. Like say like Lil Wayne or something, he'll sell his catalog for $100 million. Do you think Wayne is making $100 million a year off his streams? I don't think so. And that's Lil Wayne. That's one of the biggest artists of our generation. He's not making $100 million a year off his streams. So just do the math. You could just do the math in your head. Like if it takes me 10 years to make 100 million off of my streams, but I could get the 100 million up front right away, why wouldn't I take the? You get what I'm saying? Like people don't think about that. They say, "Oh, no, you could pass the catalog off to your kids. You could pass, bro. The 100 million will go further. Because they say the 100 million he got up front, he could invest some of it, all that. It'll turn into like $1 billion. You don't even want to invest the whole 100 million. You get what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to. You can invest $10 million and it could turn to billions of dollars. You get what I mean? Like people don't. I don't know. People are just weird to me and don't really think. It goes a long way. Like the hundred you have right up front goes a long way, just as much as you think owning the thing that you're selling goes a long way as well. Like it
I
works
see
out.
some of them out there laughing at me, Joe,
Mm,
talking about 360 deals, talking
mm,
about, why would I give up 50%? You own 100% of nothing.
exact,
You don't have nothing.
So that's
exactly, exactly. You own 100% of something that's not going to make you $1 million anyway, but someone's offering you $1 million. Like it's just, I don't
the
know.
video Kwame warning Gilbert Arenas, and now Gilbert Arenas has responded back to everybody saying that he now owns 100% of the Gills Arena name, and he's possibly going to start a new show with the Gills Arena name. If you can, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help support my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
Welcome to the Google Career Certificate, focused on cybersecurity.
You take the sugar daddy out your ears, y'all. You go, I know. Well, I mean, if I got fired, I got fired with 100%. It don't matter. It don't matter what you say. Just understand. 100.
That's another thing too. You said it's a contract. It's not like they own, like it's a 50-50 split contract. Contract runs out and then he owns 100% of Gills Arena after that. So they could have the arena. I think they could still keep the arena name, but he could still have Gills Arena. So it's like it's good business to me. In my opinion, it's good business. It's just people when it comes to ownership, right, of something. I feel like they put their emotions in it more than just thinking of business and money. Like the math ain't mathing to me to own something, right? And it takes a longer time to hit the amount of money they're offering you. You get what I'm saying? Like that's where it doesn't make sense to me where people are beasting over the ownership. If they gave you a certain amount of money and it's like speeding up the amount of money you will make by 5 to 10 years, just do it. Like it's like a no brainer to me, in my estimate. And then the way he set it up, he still gives back ownership of Gills Arena. It's not like they own Gills Arena. Then now they own the arena. You know what I'm saying? Now the arena is two different things, two different names. The arena, that could be Underdog's fantasy thing. You know what I mean? He can't really do anything about that. But Gills Arena, he can still have. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. To me, it's a no-brainer. If it speeds up the amount of money you're gonna make off of a company, where if you would have to hold it for 5, 10, 15, 20 years to make that same amount of money, to me it makes sense to sell it or like give part of the ownership up because you're gonna make the money faster. It's like that the money and time is like two valuable assets. So and effort too. So you're gonna have to put more effort in to make the same amount of money you can make right now. You get what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense.
100. 100. Studio downstairs. You feel that? Do you see the difference? What's up, baby? Michael Jackson. All right, I'm not gonna say it again. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael Jackson.
And he still has the Gills Arena studio downstairs in his house. So Yeah, yeah, like I don't know. It's a no-brainer to me. To me, selling it makes more sense to me to speed up the amount of money, lessen your burden on the effort you got to put out. What if in 10 years he's like doesn't want to do the show anymore? He doesn't have to now. He can retire and literally just chill. And, but YouTube is not work. YouTube is not like physical labor too. That's another thing. Like say, like me right here, just talking, giving my opinion on this. It's not physical labor. It's literally just giving my opinion on the situation. You get what I'm saying? There's no physical labor involved with this. There's no like I'm not even editing these videos, like 9 times out of 10. So it's like only some. And that's if a glitch happens or something with my OBS. So I don't know. I feel like YouTube is the wave where you have to put less effort into it. And then he's putting on full on production. So he's putting a lot of effort into it. Um, a lot into it. Even though he has help from other people, but then he has to pay those people. He has to invest a lot of money in paying people. And then say if it was 10 years, he made the same amount. Let's not even put 10 years. Say it's 5 years. 5 years where he would have to invest the 5 years of energy into the lump sum to get the lump sum of money that Underdog gave him. And that's not even including the cost of running the business. You know what I mean? So he got the lump sum of money with which dwindles down his time and effort he has to put into working for another 5 years. Like it makes sense to me.
Okay, that's it. That's all I can give you. Thriller's coming. Shut up already. Okay? I'm a owner now. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all relax. Y'all relax. I've been cooking in the kitchen. What y'all trying to eat? Okay? What y'all trying to eat? I got everything on the menu. Okay? Okay. That this channel says Gills Arena, huh? It says it. It says Gills Arena, don't it? Huh? Gills Arena on the page. You know what? I'll tap it one more time. Tap, tap. Huh? Does that look like something y'all done liked before? Okay. Okay. Now, can we get to the game? Can we get to the game? Ah. We get to the game, man. I just to the game, brother. What's for dinner is all I say. You want that macaroni? What you need?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Like, see, this is the most editing I gotta do. Pause it. Unpause. Unpause, and we're back. That's my editing. I'm not gonna sit there
Ain't
and take
nothing
out every
happened
ad.
at all. My contract's over. That's it. Mine was over before everybody else's. That was it. That's all.
So his contract is up. That's why he's not appearing on the show, the arena, anymore too. So it's like I don't know, man. You guys feel like people just put too much into the ownership thing, and it's like if you build something up to be successful, you should sell it. Like after a while, especially if you don't want to keep managing it, keep working, keep doing this. Now it's like he got a lump sum of money, right, from Underdog Fantasy, but just having for giving him partial ownership. And from for giving him partial ownership of Gills Arena, then they have their own thing now, the arena. So like it worked out for both parties where he didn't have to put up money for production, like for the cameras, everything, the set and all of those things, and all the people. They have makeup artists and stuff. I heard on Gills Arena and the arena, like they have makeup. They have, if you needed it, they have people handing out drinks. They got production assistants. They have a whole bunch of things where Gilbert Arenas would have to pay for out of the revenue from the business, where now he just didn't have to pay for that stuff. It's a small move in my opinion. In my opinion, it's just like getting someone to invest in you instead of you having to put up all the money. You could just keep saving your money. It's like I don't know. I don't know. People are just weird to me. People think spending all your money or spending not even all your money, but spending any of your money on something where someone else will pay for you and invest in you is smarter. Like spending it, like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how do you think that's the smarter thing? Like, I just don't get that.
That's it. There's nothing. Ain't nothing happened. No beef. Me and Skip, we play golf every Wednesday. Nothing's wrong, yo. I know. I get it. It just happened suddenly. You know.
I hate the staticky sound in his stream too. It's not me with that staticky sound. That's his video. I don't know why it's so staticky. It's terrible.
Ooh, nice dunk, baby boy. Good shit. '21. Oh, 2022. Hey. Me. It was supposed to be me and Skip. Skip was supposed to be an addition. Skip came there for me. Y'all remember how we got skipped? We got the skip. Like me and Skip. So I convinced him to come and do the football, and then after football do basketball. All good, Gil. About to make another 200. I'm in that road now. I'm in the road.
Okay, so that's it for today's video. Sorry about the audio. I had to do it real quick.
Yeah. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. Do y'all think Gil was smart for this, or do y'all think he's getting played? To me, I think he's smart. I think people just are nosy. You know what I mean? Trying to get their content off of this content and things like that. Just like I am. You feel me? Like, I was like, Gilbert Arenas is. I was like, let me react to this, see what's going on, see see what's going on and stuff like that. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's a smart move. Everything he did, from getting them to pay for the cameras, get the production together, so that he doesn't have to do. It's like he took a lot of work off of his hands, right? I'm sure you had to do some work. You know what I mean? Get some people to come and assist with the production and stuff like that. But he put a lot of the work in Underdog Fantasy's hands because they wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? If a company wants to work with you and you can offload a lot of the footwork to them and still get paid a good amount of money, which is like, I don't know, it's probably a lot, like millions of dollars. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not like baby money. Um, why not? You get what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people just confuse me with that. Like, but I don't know. Everybody just is big on this ownership thing. It's almost like how Dame Dash, right? Dame Dash always says, I put my own money up. I put this money up. I put this amount of. And then Dame will say out his own mouth, he'd be like, no, I'm always broke. Cause as soon as I get money, I spend it on the next thing. And then, bro, tell me how that sounds to you. I get money and just spend it on the next thing. And then it's like, does that make sense? Like, does that really make, if you could get someone to invest in you and invest in what you're doing, why wouldn't you? Just for them to take ownership, which is like a, which is like a non-tangible thing when you kind of think about it. It's like, but the money is tangible. You get what I'm saying? You can touch the money, you can spend the money, you can invest the money. You get what I'm saying? It like, I don't know, but whatever. It, people think the way they think, uh, so just let them think that way. What Gilbert Arenas did to me was smart, and then he still owns it after a certain amount of time. He set up a contract too, so it's not like it's just they own it forever. They own Gills Arena forever. Now I think the arena is Underdog Fantasy, but he still has Gills Arena. So he still has his IP, his intellectual property. So I don't understand.
No, not the show. There's a channel. I think I think people usually.
This is the second part of this video. It says, I'm done. Nick Young and his relationship with Gilbert Arena. With Gilbert, Underdog said, don't call me. Don't call over a new Gills Arena show. That title is frying me. But this from Self Talk. I'm subscribed to Self Talk. Self Talk is pretty good when it comes to these videos.
purposely they purposely not here. I thought I said that on show. Michael Jackson.
We already seen a lot of this in the video, well, the clip we watched before this, so I'm gonna skip a lot of this, man, and get to what Nick Young had to say.
And that has everybody talking about the situation right now.
Hey, just email me from now on, brother. They said anybody from now on, brother. They said anybody that answers Gil phone calls, they ass is through. I said through as in the what? Done for the day? No, they done for. I said who is Gilbert? Oh, who the fuck is Gilbert? Sellout brothers on the next Jerry Springer. Sellout brothers on the next Jerry Springer show. And I for sure sold out. Oh man, I sold all the way out.
Yeah, bro. Nah, yo, I don't know whether to take Nick Young serious or not, but you saying he not answering Gilbert's calls is hilarious. Mm.
Hey, I was like, fuck Gilbert. I stopped the nigga at the door. He tried to come in his own house while I was recording. I said, hey, this is a place of business.
Yo.
Don't bring that gun shit over. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Nah, nigga's a fool.
Hey, but email me though, man. If you been, I gotta screen your calls because I gotta let them know we ain't friends no more. The kids like, where Uncle Gil? I said, hey, nigga, ain't no Uncle Gil no more.
Nah, ain't no Uncle Gil no more.
The money nice, Nick. Say who is that next time you say.
That's another thing, you feel me? I know they making decent, good money because these are NBA players, bro, former NBA players. They make millions of dollars during their career. So this is what I mean with this media shit. I don't know where these people are getting this money from, and then they're recouping the old school way. These media companies, they're trying to recoup in years and years of time where it's like the individual on the show, what do you have to recoup? Get that lump sum of money as fast as possible. That's how I see it. Like, get the lump sum of money as fast as possible. Like, it's just like me with stocks, right? I'm not rich yet. So since I'm not rich yet, everybody says invest in ETFs, invest in this and this. No, bro, I'm not doing ETFs. I'm not only doing ETFs. I know ways to speed up my money in the stock market where it's like, I'm not, don't get me wrong, like, I got a percentage in ETFs where they say most of your money is supposed to be in ETFs. Was no, I'm not rich yet. So I feel like that works for people with more money already. Mine, I have more in individual stocks. And then when it hits a certain amount, take my profit, and then I put that into ETFs. But then I might not even do that. I might roll it over into another thing where I think is gonna go give me a way higher percentage on my money than the ETFs, and then take the profit and roll it over into like that's how I'm doing it. That's my plan. You feel me? Where it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong. ETFs are the smart, safe way if you're not a person that's active and not always researching what's going on, or you're not basically being proactive in your investments. If you're not being proactive in your investments, yeah, take the safe money, be slow, steady. But if you are active in your investments, you really know what's going on. You researching what's the next things that are gonna pop off, like just AI, crypto, quantum computing, nuclear power, things. If you precious metals, if you know what's going on, like I'm talking about, literally know what's going on, being like proactive, like, and all it takes is you literally researching. Like it takes take a little time out your day, whether it be an hour, 2 hours, just research things, research things. I feel like you could make way more money than just putting your money in ETFs. You get what I'm saying? I feel like ETFs are a trap for a lot of people unless you're making a significant amount of money. I'm talking about you got to make at least 150, at least, and that's the least to me. The least 150 a year, at least. But in the long term, you're gonna be making more than 150 a year if you proactive with your investments. If you're like actually researching it, not and like get the lump sum faster than they're telling you to get it. Then they're telling everybody, oh, over 10, you get 10% a year. You get 8 to 10% a year. So look, so this is what they say, right? Say with the S&P 500, you get 8 to 10% a year. Cool. I feel like that's good for a millionaire. 8 to 10% a year is not good for me. I need more than that. Like I need hundreds of percent. You see it every day on the stock market. It's freaking certain companies that'll go up thousands of percent in like 5 years. You get what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. If you're trying to become rich, that's what you need some of your investment money allocated into those. Into smaller caps, mid caps, more speculative plays. You feel me? Instead of ETF. Like 10 to 8% a year to a regular person is not like right now. I'm at regular income. You feel me? Now, if I had the money I had during like the pandemic, I would go by that model where it's like, all right, I'll take my 10 to 8% a year, but I don't have that because I took risk on shit that wasn't the right things to take risk on. But now I know what to take risk on. You know what I'm saying? It's a learning game. You feel me? And then the more I learn shit, I feel like getting the lump sum of money or getting the money as fast as possible is the smarter thing to do than waiting till you're like 50 years old to become rich. You feel me? That's what I think, you know? Like
Hey, Gil. That nigga Gil was like, all right, well, I'm out of here then. Come on, Nick. I look like, come on, Nick. What the fuck is that nigga Gil said, all right, if I'm done, all right, we out this bitch. Come on, Nick, let's go. We gonna start our own shit. I said, wait, what the fuck? Come on, Nick. They looked at me. I said, hit a 360, started acting like I didn't know what was going on. I started, hey, you know when a nigga look in the phone acting for nothing, I just started looking on my phone. He said, come on, Nick. I said, all right, I'll meet you outside, man. I'll be right there. Let me use the bathroom. That nigga went out the door. I locked the door behind him. I said, all right, man, I gotta get this money. I locked the nigga out his own door. Hey, that was the coldest shit in his house. That nigga was trying to go upstairs. I said, nah, you can't come in here. It's over. Hey. That's the coldest shit when a nigga be like, all right, man, I'm done. If you ain't gonna take me, I'm out of this bitch. Nick, let's go. Be out this bitch. Me and Nick done. I'm sitting down like, done. I got 4 kids. All right, let's go then, Gil. I pushed the nigga out his own door, locked that bitch behind him. I said, hey, just keep filming. Come on. He outside. All right. Sell out brothers on the next Jerry Springer show. Oh.
Nah, my boy nigga selling out, man. Nah, it's alright. I get what he's saying. And then that's what I mean. Situations are different for different people. You know what I mean? So Nick Young, him being on the cast of Gilbert Arenas, is helping him get his money. Gilbert is in a different situation. He got a lump sum for his channel and part ownership of Gills Arena. And then they changed, and so the channel they took from him, they changed the name to the arena. Now it's his own thing. And well, the channel they bought from him, they didn't take it from him. The channel they bought from him, and they had 50% ownership of the name Gills Arena on contract to a certain extent, to a certain period. So once that period ends, contract is up. He owns Gilbert. Gilbert Arenas owns 100% of the name Gills Arena now. You get what I mean? Like, so it's different situations. Nick benefits from being on the cast. Gilbert Arenas benefits whether he's on the cast or not. He benefited. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
Oh, man. Oh, this is the funniest shit, boy. Hey, but don't y'all. I'm just playing though. I'm really playing, y'all. Don't take what I'm saying serious. Don't take what I'm saying, cause Gil likely to come over here and do something to me. But don't hop the fence, cause they said you supposed to be 100 feet away from me. They said if he catch any of you niggas in the vicinity of Gilbert Arenas, your ass is a dude. I said, what's the percentage? They said 100. About 100. If Gil anyway 100 feet by y'all ass is fired too. I said, fired. So Gil, 100 feet, I measured it. I can meet you. I'm gonna drop a walkie-talkie at the gate, and you could talk, you know, or hit the intercom, press my name at the gate, cause I already told security don't let you through. All right. All right. He was done in the beginning of the season. I hope y'all look in the beginning when he started looking like Patrick Beverly, you know, the liquor store. He started looking, had the beard and fucked up haircut and all that shit. That's when Gil was done in the beginning of the season.
He said he was done in.
He was done in when Gil started looking like a nigga that need change on the corner. He looked like the nigga that talked to himself. It's the same thing happened when he wore number 9 with the Wizards. I want y'all to get a side-by-side picture of number 9 Wizards and the start of this season Gil. That when he was on the Wizards and he wore number 9, he's like, I'm out of here. I can't wait to get traded. He's like, nigga, I'm getting traded. That was after all the shit, right? So, it's over. Same thing happened here. Hey, when he wore that look, it was over. But this shit hit me off guard because I was in China, y'all. I was in China. I wasn't here. I was in China, y'all. And I was hearing little rumblings of what's going on. I was out there doing my ching chong thing. Came back. I seen Gil came again in his own house. That nigga Gil was knocking on his own door. He said,
Nick Gil is a fool, bro. He said Gil can't even get in his own house. And that was one thing that happened during the season too. They moved the studio out of his house because his neighbors was all complaining and shit like that. But I don't know if at the end they moved the studio back into his house and things of that nature. So I don't know that situation. But
Baby, let me in. And then they kicked, and then they kicked his wife off 30. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just not even gonna do that. Oh man, what they did to you shouldn't be legal. I didn't know they was gonna take your house too. Nigga took the show and the house. What type of deal did you sign? Nigga took the house too. I didn't know the podcast came with the house. Hey man, I'll sign that shit. Hey, this nigga got a mansion. The podcast came with the mansion. They took the upstairs, they took your bed, couches, all kind of shit. The weight room, all them jerseys you got hung up by everybody, that's mine now. I come in here, I got a key to your house, Gil. I come in there like, hey, Gil, you gotta get up. I woke the nigga up yesterday. I woke the nigga up like he was asleep. I got a key to his house. I woke the nigga.
nah, that's crazy. That Gil is a fool, son. I don't really take everything he says serious. But I get what he's saying. Like he's being funny about the situation.
Hey, Gil, get up. Hey, don't try nothing, nigga. You gotta go, cause I gotta film my show now. You gotta get up out of here. Ever. When I blow up, you blow up. Remember? Hey, that was our motto. You told me that. You told me that when I was a rookie. When I blow up, you blow up. You told me that. I didn't know you was gonna hand a nigga a show though. You handed a nigga. That's how much you love me, dog. I didn't know that.
You see, that's what I mean. The arena is a separate show from Gills Arena. You get what I'm saying? It's two separate shows now. That's how we got to think about it. So if the contract stipulations are correct, the way I'm assuming, I don't think Gil is stupid. You know what I mean? I don't think Gilbert Arenas is a dumb guy. So he can still have Gills Arena. Unless they trademark the logo and things like that, but I don't know all those stipulations. I don't really care. But to me, I think Gil made a smart decision. That's just my opinion. We're seeing the aftermath of the hassle after. It's a small little hassle after and things like that. But if he got them to buy the equipment, get the staff, basically run the show. He's not a producer, you know what I mean? Like he's just the face of the show. And do all of these things, all of the extracurricular for him while getting paid a lump sum just for a channel and 50% ownership of Gilbert Arenas for a contract term. I think it's a smart decision for a certain amount of money. Because the way YouTube works, like to make $1 million a year on YouTube, you need billions and billions of views, bro. You need to hit the billions, bro, to make $1 million a year. Like you gotta hit like probably 500 million views, bro, to make $1 million a year. I know for you can make half. I know like 500K a year is the real like say like a channel like Poetic Flacco. Right? I think he's making like 500,000 to maybe $1 million a year. You get what I'm saying? And he gets a lot of views and he puts out a lot of videos in one day. So that's why I see it as, because it's not like, all right, like say Flacco, right? His videos are like mine, and he just got a better camera. He's using and I have a real camera. I'm just not setting it up to my computer. I'm using a webcam because I don't feel like doing all that shit. Like I just don't feel like doing that. I'm just using my webcam with my laptop, chilling, bro. Like now, Flacco spends way less money on his production. You get what I'm trying to say? Like he's spending way less money on his production, so the margin is way greater on what he's making, and it's only him. The arena, they're spending like 10 times more on their production. Plus, they gotta get behind the scenes people they gotta hire. Plus, they gotta hire the actual hosts and people on the panel. So the amount of money they're spending, the margin is way smaller for what the actual profit is. So that's why I see it as a smart move to you where you don't have to necessarily own the channel if they're gonna pay you a certain amount of money up front. You get what I'm saying? It's just like me. If I owned this YouTube channel, right? So me to get to the amount of subscribers I need to be making $1 million a year is gonna probably take me 5 to 10 years. But if someone will pay me what I'm gonna make in 5 to 10 years early, I'm taking that every time. It just makes more sense to me. To me, like if they gave me a reasonable amount of videos to hit a month, things like that, and all that stuff, and it's a certain amount of watch time, whatever the stipulations would be, you got to take that upfront money early. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put stipulations where it's not a breach if you don't reach it, or if it's like all the things got to work out. All the things got to work out, of course. But if you could get the upfront lump sum of money earlier, it makes more sense to me. It makes more sense to me, especially if it's not money you have to pay back. If it's actual money they're granting you, like it's like a grant to you, not loaned, granted to you, like they're giving you this money because they see the value in the long term of the business. It makes more sense to me to take the money up front. You know, like because people will always say it's not like the music industry. Like say music is bad. You music usually if they give you an advance, it's you owe that back. You know, and then the problem is they use the word advance. It's not really like an advance in the terms of like if you got an advance at a job. If you got an advance at a job, you got the money and that's your money and you don't gotta pay it back. But you're gonna be working for free for a certain amount of time going forward because you got the advanced money. Say if you're let's give an example. Say you work at a job, let's say you make 250,000 a year. They gave you 50,000 advance. 50,000 advance, right? All right, you gotta pay taxes, all that, whatever. You got a $50,000 advance. That means 50,000 of your $250,000 a year salary is not there no more for the remaining time. Now you're making 200,000 for the rest of the year because you already got an advance on the 50,000. You get what I'm saying? That's how this works in Gilbert Arenas situation. You know what I mean? Like so, and it's different because they're not. It's just different. It's different in certain instances, like in certain nuanced ways. But that's the best way to compare this. Like you got an advance on your $250,000 a year salary. They give you 50,000 up early. You don't got to pay it back. It's just now instead of making 250,000 for the year, for the rest of the year, you're getting 200,000. It's because they already advanced you 50. You get what I'm saying? So, but I don't think I'm gonna watch the rest of this.
That nigga love me like that. Gave a
Let's
nigga his.
see. If this is just Nick Young talking anymore, yeah. I'm not watching the rest of this. This video is going pretty long. It's almost close to an hour. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. I think Gilbert Arenas was smart in the situation. That's what I think. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. Let me know if y'all think he was smart in this situation for doing this. Let me know if y'all think the ownership is more important than receiving money up front or things of that nature. With the way my belief, well, my knowledge of how YouTube works and how much you get paid and stuff like that, it's not as much as you guys think. But I think a lot of people think, like, I don't know, YouTubers are getting paid a million. Most YouTubers is not making a million a year. Most, like 99.99% of YouTubers are not even gonna make a million a year. They're not even most are not even gonna make 100,000 a year off their YouTube. So that's only the big, like, all right, let's say probably the top 10% of YouTubers are making 100,000 a year. A million a year, that's the top like 2.5% of YouTubers. That's what I'm saying. You get what I mean? So you get the getting the lump sum of even the big channels, bro. Even big channels, they're not making a million a year, bro. They're not. There's channels with probably like 100,000 subscribers. They're not making a million a year. You get what I mean? So that's where I see the getting the lump sum of money up front is better. That's where I see it as. Cause it's like you got the money and then you can still work and still make more money on top of the lump sum you already like. That's how I see it. But remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Um, and let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. New music on the way soon. If I'm not dropping in June, I'm dropping in July. I just don't know if I want to put out an EP or if I want to just put out the singles. So remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, please. Peace.